And good morning. It's 7:04 on this Tuesday. It's October 28th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Well, hello everybody. We welcome you on a Tuesday morning. Coleman and Company, live, spontaneous, and unrehearsed. And we're going to be talking with Justin Beasley, the Mount Juliet Communications Director, momentarily. But our program each Tuesday is presented by Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. And on the Tuesdays that we feature Justin, we do what we call our Medical Minute, a Health Minute, brought to you by Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. At some point, most everyone has experienced that discomfort in the chest known as heartburn. But the condition is more than a painful annoyance. It can do serious harm. Heartburn, or acid reflux, affects an estimated 15 million Americans daily. For relief, most people turn to over-the-counter medicines and simply try to ignore it, assuming it's no more than a nuisance. However, chronic heartburn that is not properly treated can produce serious consequences for an individual's health. These consequences include tooth decay, ulcers, inflammation, abnormal tightening of the esophagus, and even increase the risk of esophageal cancer. If you struggle with chronic heartburn, talk to your provider about ways you can alleviate heartburn symptoms. And for more information, visit VanderbiltWilsonCountyHospital.com. All right, here on this Tuesday morning, we're going to go to the telephone. And Justin, are you there?
I am. Good morning, Coleman.
Well, good morning. I'll just say it's been a little bit unusual for me already because I misplaced my car keys, and here I'm ready to walk out the door, and I don't have them in my pocket as usual, and I start a big search, and it took me at least a minute and a half or 2 minutes to find out where they were. So I'm as we say sometimes, sliding by the seat of my pants, or however that old expression is. How are you doing?
That's every day of my life, Coleman, so I give you a pass, man. Give yourself some grace. You're doing good.
Oh, well, I think we're in sync with your city council meetings, and I'm assuming that you had one last night.
Yes, sir.
I should say Board of Commissioners. It's City Council in Lebanon. It's Board of Commissioners in Mount Juliet.
Yeah. The safe word for all that's elected bodies, whether you got aldermen, commissioners, vice mayor, all that, usually elected body covers it all. But, yes, sir, we're in sync, and we got a lot to talk about this morning.
Well, anything before we get started on city business? Any other thing going on that's of paramount importance that we ought to mention first?
Yes, sir. So yesterday we had the pleasure of cutting a ribbon on our new police headquarters on Charlie Daniels Park. And, you never want to bury the lead, but we've got like 3 things to talk about this morning that we're really excited to announce that I'm sure your audience might know about, might have seen on the news cycle, and or somebody waking up might not. Kind of like I woke up and found out the Dodgers won in 18 innings because I did not stay up for that. Yeah. But we cut the ribbon on the new building. Obviously a huge day for our city with that building, and a lot of people got a chance to tour it. We're still moving into it gradually from the police department, old police department, that will now become the senior center. And it's going to take some days, of course, but we're moving in transitions. But the new building has been cut. During that announcement, our city manager, Kenny Martin, also brought up Michael Mullins, our police chief, and announced that he will become our new deputy city manager. Miss Sheila Luckett, who I call our queen and the mom of our city, and does such a good job. She's been there for 35 plus years. She is set to retire in December. So you've got Michael Mullins, who will no longer be the police chief and now will be the deputy city manager under Kenny Martin. And Michael Mullins' right-hand man, who was under him, Tyler Chandler, as we all know, the phenom that he is, he was announced the next police chief. So three huge items there that took a lot of people by, not shock, but it was just it was a good spontaneous moment that happened yesterday around 4 o'clock. Tyler Chandler himself was then sworn in at the Board of Commissioners meeting on Monday later that evening, and the news was there, got some pictures, and he was sworn in, and just overall good day in the city of Mount Juliet's history, that's for sure.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Tyler Chandler a member of the county commission here as well?
He is, yes, sir. He is a county commissioner, has been so for a couple of years. Of course, he knows a lot about government, how it's run, and how to get things done and move forward. And he's a great representation on any board that he's elected to or asked to be on. Of course, Mount Juliet knows him as just a hard worker. Kenny Martin, our city manager himself, calls him the closest thing to him just because, he just dedicates his life and all kind of odd hours and times to the city of Mount Juliet. He was hired on when he was 18 at the city full-time. He said yesterday when he was in the fourth, I forget the ages, maybe 6 and 8, he was begging his mom to chase around cop cars because he wanted to be a police officer. Kenny Martin himself, when he was the chief, hired him at 18, and he's been able to serve under some great chiefs and work his way up. When I got to the city, he was Captain Tyler Chandler. And then when we broke ground on where the new building is, he was named the deputy chief. And now as the new building, as we go inside, he is now the chief of police. And obviously a title that he's, been looking and striving for a long time. Nobody is surprised that he is now to this status, but we know that he's going to do a good job, and he did a good job of praising the elected body yesterday, and also saying, you can have a great chief, but you don't have good patrolmen, patrol women, great dispatchers. You're really not going to have a great police department. He understands that from the top to the bottom, Mount Juliet's lucky to have all 115 employees within that department doing a great job and being the best of the best.
Well, I'm thinking that this had been planned for. That although it was my understanding that when Mr. Mullins retired, that he would take his place, but he's not ready to retire. But now going to be the deputy or assistant city manager, so he's not through either.
Correct. I think that is a job. You look at police chief and you have 114 employees under you. Certainly a tall task, correct? And something that Michael Mullins has been to all the academies and he's got all the resume and list of material. I think he's able to bring that skill set over now to City Hall to team up more with Kenny Martin, our city manager. And, their job is to answer the elected body, carry out their vision, and also run the day-to-day activities with department heads and employees under them. I think a lot of people are excited about this. I think the city's going to be better for it. Obviously, as you saw, Kenny Martin, who has done a great job as 14 years of the city manager, has done a really good job being frugal, of leading his workforce, and also answering to the elected body. Most don't last 14 years, and of the long list of things you can say great about Kenny Martin, he does a really, really good job. So I think if he can groom, as he said yesterday, Michael Mullins to maybe one day eventually replace him, you always want a succession plan, and I certainly think there's one there, and we're excited about it. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing all of this. Some big news, of course, from the city of Mount Juliet, associated with but not directly connected with the Board of Commissioners meeting last night. But these announcements made, and you got them right here from Justin Beasley this morning. Justin, we need to take a break in about a minute, and before we get into last night's meeting, can you maybe give us a little teaser to keep people with us as we go to a break?
Yes, sir. I can say that, this week we have a pretty big week when it comes to city functions. 2 weeks ago, we had Halloween in the Park. Just want to let everybody know that went extremely well. Ross Hudson, our interim parks director, is, really doing a good job with his team. So hat off to him and a great crowd that showed up. But also Tuesday, today is a big event for the Mayor's Cup. We have a press conference where we interview the kids from each of the schools, the seniors, to preview the big game. And then Thursday, the day before Halloween, will be the Mayor's Cup, Green Hill versus Mount Juliet. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on the other side of the break, Coleman.
Okay. We'll take a break right here. Our program brought to you by Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by Absolute Kubota. High performance, high horsepower, 0% financing is still a thing. Now is the best time to save on new Kubota L-Series tractors, rated #1 for durability and owner experience in the U.S. Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. In the clearing stages of a couple of accidents out here. It's been busy as far as wrecks. 24 starting to get a little bit heavier westbound here at Bell Road. All that traffic coming in right now from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County. It's already slow. 65 northbound. They're up through Spring Hill where it connects with 840. It's really heavy. Trying to get through Hendersonville westbound on Vietnam Vets, trying to get past Gallatin Pike. Hey, Stein Dental Care in Nashville with over 355-star wonderful Google reviews. Call Stein Dental Care in Nashville today. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
And now, a moment of silence to remember our dear friend.
Sorry. Oh, man. Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. With a wide range of air conditioners, furnaces, and heat pumps, Rheem makes it easy to feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Financing available through TVA's Energy Right program and your local power company. Call Randy's Heat and Air 237-3604.
Cedar City RV, your destination for all things camping. Whether you're looking for travel trailers, fifth wheels, or anything in between, Cedar City RV has you covered. We proudly offer top brands like Forest River, Palomino, Rockwood, Coachman, and more. Plus, expert service after the sale to keep you on the road with confidence. Financing is available, making it easier than ever to start your next adventure. Visit us online at cedarcityrv.com or stop by our location at 1102 Sparta Pike in Lebanon to explore new and previously enjoyed models today.
Everyday Fiestas offers party rentals on everything you need for your special event. Birthdays, weddings, corporate events, they have you covered. Tables, chairs, tents, linens, dance floor, and so much more. Visit their new showroom in Lebanon at 713 East Main Street in the old Ferguson's building. Find them every day at fiestas.com or on Facebook. Everyday Fiestas offers party rentals that can transform your vision into a beautiful reality. Mention this ad to receive 10% off.
All right, we continue here on this Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us. Always our thanks for Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital for being our advertiser and making it possible. They've been with us for quite some time. And, of course, send a medical professional along with Tracy Pope, first and third Tuesdays. Second and fourth, we devote to the city of Mount Juliet. And Justin Beasley, again, is the communications director for the city, and he's with us by phone this morning. So back to last night's meeting, back to what's happening in the city of Mount Juliet, and Justin, take it away.
Yes, sir. So a big week. As you know, we've got the Mayor's Cup coming up. It's the fourth annual Mayor's Cup. You know, Mount Juliet's new rival. Of course, it's still Lebanon, but Green Hill's a little bit bigger of a rival now with the new school, a new addition, newer school. I'll say that. It's not new anymore, but it's a new rivalry, of course. We look forward to that game. We have a big trophy called the Mayor's Cup. We engrave the winner on it each year, and school that wins gets to take it home. Right now it belongs in Green Hill, but we did something last year that was pretty fun. It was called the press conference at a local restaurant, CP Between the Lakes, Corner Pub. And we get basically a set of seniors from each school, line them up in the restaurant, and me, along with the mayor and Tina Burris and Sean Glover with Volunteer Bank, we hold a press conference. And we love on the kids. And if anything I learned during my time in television, especially at my first job when I was in Kentucky, West Kentucky, is that moms and dads love to hear their kids on TV and just talking about football, instead of interviewing the coach, interview the kid. And that's what we're going to do tonight. And we've actually got a celebrity guest picker. We try to make this college game day, Coleman, and we did a good job last year. I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out this year. But Alicia Clark, Mount Juliet alum, a state champion, 3-time WNBA champion, is going to be our guest picker. We're excited about that. And we're going to interview the teams and preview the big game. Now, listen, I'll say this. Green Hill has won a region championship this year. They got their sights set on the playoffs. Mount Juliet, who is a perennial powerhouse, they don't have a lot of seniors this year. They're not going to make the playoffs, so they're not playing for anything in the postseason. But as you know in sports, Coleman, when you technically got nothing to play for, that's the way you could really knock off somebody in the last week of the season, just because you can bring out all the stops. So we're looking forward to this game. It will be on Thursday, and on Thursday, what is so fun about this is the mayor gets to go to the pep rallies, and we get to have some fun with the students at each of the schools. And then the game that night obviously is really good. We interview some of the big players afterwards and present the Mayor's Cup, which the kids really get behind and love. So that's a lot of fun. But if I can mention just a couple of other things that are going on with this game that are pretty neat. Jeff Gannon State Farm, along with Mount Juliet Noon Rotary and the FCA, Fellowship Christian Athlete, are hosting a Pack the Pantry Bowl. And Jeff Gannon has, told students, everyone bring one. Basically, Pack the Pantry. We got locations all around town and also within the schools of a chance to bring non-perishable items to go towards the Mount Juliet Health Center and some other locations as well, one of those being Cumberland. And just trying to get back and, do our part. And that's a really good way to bring these two rivalries, these two big fan bases together for the good. And also one event that we did last year, running back again this year, that is similar to the Mayor's Cup, is Nutrition Nova on Lebanon Road is doing a competition where they've got 2 drinks that you can purchase from Green Hill or Mount Juliet, and they tally up a score, and they have a Nova Cup. Whoever buys the most drinks of each school, basically just trying to represent and build up a lot of excitement for those fan bases. And in addition, they will donate 10% to the Quarterbacks Club, whoever wins, and then the next week you can come by, and there's a deal attached with your winning ticket. If your team wins the Nova Cup, which is the most sales of a drink this week, you can get a free $1 off of a drink or 2 free protein bites. So we really enjoy seeing our business community really rally behind these two teams. And, it's a big deal in our city, and that's something that we think in Mount Juliet separates us from the rest of the pack, is that we can make a high school game feel like the Super Bowl, and we're going to do our best job at doing that.
Well, I'm sitting here listening to you tell about this and thinking that probably in the beginning it wasn't such a popular thing to have 2 high schools. I would imagine your Mount Juliet Golden Bear fans and alumni and all of this would rather hate Lebanon or beat Lebanon than an inner city rival. But you've really done something with this and probably created a lot of school spirit, team spirit for either side here, and making it a big deal. So more power to you.
Yes, sir. I think I would still think that there's not a lot of like for Lebanon among schools, but in high school, you really think the other one is just the they don't do anything right, and it's just fun with the kids because they at Lebanon they do a really good job, just like Mount Juliet. And I'm a big believer in high tide raises all ships. So I think we've seen that with the two football teams here as they battle and duke it out each and every year. So I think it's been a healthy rivalry, and the kids know each other. And while the records might be a little different this year, I just think with the elements and the way the kind of week is, the way the seasons go, as we've seen at any level, rivalry games, you just got to throw the records out the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why it's a rivalry. You don't know. It's not over till it's over.
Yes, sir.
All right. What else you got going? We got about 6 minutes left here.
Yes, sir. Well, one of the big ticket items, and we've been working to promote it, is the Christmas parade coming up. That'll be December 13th, the city of Mount Juliet. It's Saturday, of course, at 11 o'clock. And I'd say the big ticket takeaway there is Barry Wilmore, our retired now NASA astronaut that spent so many days in space. He is going to come back and be our grand marshal. That's a pretty big get. We didn't know if his schedule would work or we would be able to have the ability to grab him back. But, the stars aligned. The mayor asked him this summer publicly in front of, about 1,000 people at the park when we had a big event for Barry Wilmore Day if he would come back. And obviously he made it work, accepted it in his schedule, and we're excited to have him. We're going to have a ton of floats. A new route this year, I believe it's going to go from West Wilson Middle School to the Chamber of Commerce on Division Street. It's a little bit shorter of a route, not as big of a route, but one that we think is safe, one that we think is needed, and it's still a long parade, Coleman. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to go, but nobody's going to go home disappointed. Still going to be a lot of fun, a lot of floats, a lot of camaraderie, and a great thing that the city does each and every year in December. Hopefully, we're just praying for good weather now. If we can budget out some not below sub-freezing temperatures, we'll be all right.
All right, I want to change the subject quite a bit for just a second here, but if I don't do this now, I'll forget. And I just want to thank you, a shout out to you. We were celebrating 32 years here for the radio station, 32 years for Coleman and Company, and I did see this little blurb that you put, I think, on social media, Facebook, I believe is where I saw it, but it was very nice. You were congratulating us and thanking us for being a part of it, and I really appreciate what you said, Justin, and we thank you. We're glad you are part of what we're doing here.
Yes, sir. Glad to be asked. I had a friend, Sierra, reach out and ask me to do that, and certainly enjoyed being able to help out. Coleman, kind of like being on the air long enough, you realize you have a lot of hiccups, and I tell people, if y'all only knew the spokesperson of Mount Juliet, how often he messed up when he gets in front of a microphone. But I said Lucy instead of Susie on my video, and I actually texted her and said, hey, I know your name. I love you. You do a great job. I know you're the head honcho, but my lips get to moving, and they mess up sometimes. So we had a good laugh at that. But, yes, sir, 32 great years. I'm 32 years old. I was born in 93, so we share a birthday, so I'm excited for what y'all have in the future, Coleman. It's a great radio station.
Wow, I had not thought of it in that way. You were in diapers when we started Coleman and Company.
Yep, sure was. Sure was.
Well, we appreciate you helping keep us informed of what's going on in Mount Juliet. Between you and Mark Hinesley at the Chamber, I don't think we miss a lot, and that's great. A minute and a half left here. What else you got to throw in here this morning?
Ooh, Coleman. let's see, what do we have?
Well, let me say this. You were talking about last night's ball game, and neither one of us were. I watched it till about 11 o'clock, really, and went to bed. It was 4-4, I guess, at the time. And for those who haven't heard, Freddie Freeman, first baseman for L.A., hit a home run in the bottom of the 18th, and L.A. goes ahead, 3-2? 2 games to 1, whatever it is.
2 games to 1.
2 games to 1, yes, and they'll be playing again. But World Series is still a big thing, and the culmination of the baseball season. And I think right here that we've got 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and it's going to be interesting. I know Preston Martinez, our afternoon guy, and Tommy Bryan, who everybody knows here. 2 of the biggest Dodger fans in Lebanon, Tennessee. They got to be happy this morning. The rest of us, we're just watching. So
I think that's a great one. I wish they played it in 9, but man, 18. That stood no chance. I'm glad I went to bed in the 14th.
Well, thanks for your report this morning. Y'all have a great time in Mount Juliet, and we'll do it again in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes, sir. Happy Halloween to everybody. Thank you. Be safe.
All right. Justin Beasley, he is the communications director for City of Mount Juliet, and that's part 1 of Coleman & Company, and it's brought to you by Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. Stay with us for more right here on FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Bates Ford and the Works Vehicle Checkup. They'll make sure your vehicle is ready for any road. $69.95 up to 5 quarts of oil. Tax and disposal, tire rotation, and safety check. 1780 Franklin Road. Now with traffic, here's Chuck.
Out here in Hermitage, 2 cars up against a wall, 40 westbound, just past Central Pike. It's already heavy through here as it is with all this traffic coming in to this area here from Wilson County. Here in Hermitage on 40 westbound with this crash up against a wall. Still a little bit heavy on 24 westbound at Bell Road, Hickory Hollow Parkway. You got all that traffic coming in right now on 24 westbound in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County on into Antioch. When you need dependable towing for your car or truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Where a patient starts their cancer care matters. And here, that means Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center, Wilson County. It's Vanderbilt's level care without making the drive to Nashville. From screening to diagnosis to treatment and recovery, patients can get all the care they need right here close to home. So now, having the best care team and most advanced treatment is closer than ever. Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center, making cancer care personal.
Hi friends, it's Will Nunley with Access Tennessee News, sending our love and congratulations to Susie, MJ, and the whole team on WANT's 32nd anniversary. Wilson and surrounding counties, you are well served by this team of community advocates and trusted broadcasters. To the loyal sponsors of WANT, thank you for choosing to spend your dollars locally while helping to fuel this cherished station. And to our listeners, thank you for allowing us to inform, entertain, and be your companion each day. In the car, the office, at home, WANT is stronger than ever with full-service local news, sports, weather coverage, and the programs that speak to the heart of our community. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you for supporting FM 98.9 WANT.
The Mill at Christmas is right around the corner. It's a magical time of year where shopping and family fun are under one roof. November 7th and 8th at the Mill at Lebanon. Thousands of holiday gift ideas. New this year, free admission both days. If you want to enter the Jingle and Mingle Lounge Friday night, it's only $10. Saturday is packed with fun with more shopping, Kids Corner, Santa, and more. See you at the Mill November 7th and 8th.
Skies remain mostly cloudy for today. Highs will be in the lower 60s. Rain moves back in for tonight. Lows around 50. Periods of rain will continue on our Wednesday, and it stays cool. Highs in the mid-50s. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. With your severe view forecast, I'm Storm Specialist Drew Richards.
Something. We welcome you to part 2 of Coleman and Company here on a Tuesday morning. Sean Dozier's here, and we're all ready to go for Hearthside Senior Living. Good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. We got a crowd here with us today.
Yeah, were you up at the 18th inning this morning?
No, I wasn't.
Well, I wasn't either, but little World Series here. Are you for the Dodgers?
I'm for the Dodgers, yeah.
Okay.
I hope they pull it out. They won last night, right?
They won 5-4, 18th inning, solo shot by Freddie Freeman.
Did you stay up?
No.
You didn't?
No. If I'd stayed up, I'd have fallen asleep.
Did you fall asleep in your chair?
Yeah. Well, you're here for Hearthside Senior Living, of course, retirement and assisted living community at 215 Castle Heights Avenue North. And what's the latest?
Well, the latest is we've got a lot of transitions over the last few weeks, and we've had a lot of folks move in. And when we've met with them, the families really enjoy that no entrance fee, no community fee. We don't charge a fee when you move into Hearthside. A lot of communities charge that large community fee, and I know why they do it. They use the money to fix up the room and put new carpet in. But in Hearthside, we decided a long time ago we don't charge an entrance fee, we don't charge a community fee, and that really helps families as they move in. They don't have to pay any money up front. It's just a month-to-month fee, and they're reasonable fees, and people have really appreciated that. At Hearthside, we do that all-encompass pricing, so we don't do a la carte pricing. I heard our admissions manager yesterday talking to a lady on the phone, and the lady on the other end was very surprised. We don't charge different prices for different services. We just charge one flat price, and people really, really appreciate that. That's why we're full. That's why we have a waiting list, is because we have reasonable prices. We don't charge a community fee, and we don't do a la carte pricing, and that makes our waiting list quite long.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's probably why you have a long waiting list.
Yeah, and all the services are included in that one price. 3 meals a day, you get the cable, the emergency call light system, 24 hours where they can push a button and obviously get somebody there very quickly. Housekeeping services, which includes, by the way, towels and washcloths and toilet paper, which is very important. So every day we deliver towels. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, Coleman, but we deliver towels, washcloths, and toilet paper to their rooms, and that's all included in that price. In other places, Coleman, you got to bring your own toilet paper.
Really?
But at Hearthside, we do it all. And so we also include the laundry services, as I mentioned. We have those porches and outdoor areas. We have scheduled activities, snacks, the worship service every Sunday. And we have our walking trails, and then of course we have Wi-Fi, which is all included in one price. And I would like to mention, we do that worship service every Sunday morning, and that has been a big blessing to a lot of people where they don't have to get out, and they really appreciate that. And then I would have to say, our 3 meals a day and our snacks available really 24/7. We have 3 meals a day, and then we give out a menu, Coleman, of course, every week. And then if they don't like what's on the menu, they can order from the a la carte menu, which is very nice because, some people don't like frog legs, So, so they can order a hamburger or a baked potato or a salad, and that we give a lot of options, Coleman. So that's the main thing I wanted to say today, is that all-encompass pricing includes a lot of services for a great price. Again, no move-in fee. And again, people really appreciate that.
Well, how long is your waiting list?
Well, we have several on our waiting list. I often say, we have 2 waiting lists, Coleman. We have one for our small rooms to get you in. And then a lot of people want that medium and large room. So once they get into the small room, they're on the waiting list for the medium and large rooms. And so it's quite long. I'd say I have a dozen people on there. But, a lot of people aren't ready. Sometimes you call them and they're not ready, or they've moved on somewhere else, or they needed to go to a nursing home. But we've got several people on there who are ready to move in at any time.
And then, of course, how long somebody stays there depends on their health, their situation. And
the average, they say the average across the country is 3 years at assisted living. We found that is much longer. We've had one person there over 10 years, approaching a dozen years. And but most people stay 3 to 4 or 5 years, and there's no long-term contract, so you don't have to pay for a year in advance. It's just month to month, and Again, that's another selling point that, if you don't like somewhere, you can always move somewhere else. And,
well, you just really made it easy, and it seems you really got the customer in mind, the resident.
We started out as a ministry, and we continue to see ourselves as a ministry. We also have to run it as a business, but, at the heart of it, we really do care about the residents. We care about the families, and I think it shows.
All right, are you ready for a Hearthside hello?
Yeah, let me, yesterday at Kiwanis, I wasn't the kindest person to Tanya Pritchard. Tanya, our sales rep. She wanted me to sit with her at the table, and I declined to sit with her, and she got offended. Not really, but I wanted to make it up today by giving her a Hearthside hello. She sells your ads on the radio, and I know you appreciate that. And so my Hearthside hello today is to Tanya. I don't know if it's Tanya Pritchard Bowman, or is it Tanya Bowman Pritchard? But anyway, she has 3 names, and so.
Well, I just call her the rodeo queen.
The rodeo queen. Hearthside hello to the rodeo queen.
All right. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Thank you.
That's Sean Dozier, Executive Director for Hearthside Senior Living. We're about 21 before the hour, and today we're going to be featuring the Burt Coble Singers. I guess 3 of them are with us this morning, but I'm going to look at Jason Ligon and get started here. Jason, good morning to you.
Good morning, Coleman.
Good to see you again.
Good to be seen.
And you're all dressed up this morning, like you were about to lead the choir or something.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We don't dress like this at rehearsal, I can promise you.
If he's going to lead the choir, he's going to be in a tux.
All right. Mary Alice Eckel is with us, and Barry Sherrill. Have I got all that right?
Yes, sir.
Barry, good morning to you.
Good morning, Coleman.
All right. So you're part of the singers as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Jason, get us started here. You're wanting the publicity here because this is an annual event, and it's probably not going to be too long before it comes up, takes place.
Coleman, forgive my feeble mind. I can't remember. It's well over 30 years. Dr. Coble began the singers in the Christmas dinner shows in 1988. And however many years that is, let's see, 36 years, 37 years. So this
Something
is our
like that.
minus the year when the world shut down with COVID. We took a break that year, and then we've been at it ever since. Jennifer Perry, our director, she's driving to work this morning, so we want to wish her a happy morning, and she's on I-40. Wish her safe travels.
Yes, absolutely. Well, she's been an integral part of this.
Absolutely.
And, if my memory's right, I'm thinking she might have been assistant to Dr. Coble.
She was, yes, sir. Yeah. She was his assistant, and Barry and I actually started with the choir at the same time. Dr. Coble had been a family friend for many, many years. My mother had Dr. Coble at Cumberland College in the 70s as a teacher. So Dr. Coble was one of my mentors in many aspects of life. And when he handed the baton to Jennifer came to me and she said, "I'm going to need an assistant." And
well, how did you get started with the singers in the very beginning?
Well, I've always had a love for music, Coleman, and grew up in a musical household. My mother is a fantastic pianist and was actually one of Dr. Coble's pianists back in the day. And anyway, she always encouraged me in music. And between her and Bert, it was, just destiny to sing, I guess, and I love to sing. I love.
Well, real quickly, I just want to hear the same thing from the other two. Barry, Cheryl, what about you? Getting with the singers.
Well, I've lived in Lebanon now about 25 years, and when we moved here, I always wanted to sing in a choral group. I never had in all my life. I've been singing all my life. I've been leading singing in church ever since I was 13 years old. But the opportunity to do that was just never available. And I was at the fair one year and heard about this group, this Burt Coble Singers group. And so I inquired as to how one might become a part of that. And I was told that I needed to contact Debbie Lancaster. And so Debbie talked to Dr. Coble, and there were actually 3 of us who were members of the College Hills Church who wanted to be a part of that, and she set up an audition for us. And so the rest is history. That was in 2003.
Okay. All right. Well, Mary Alice, what about you? I know you've been a part of this for a while.
I have been. I joined in 2013, but prior to that, Dr. Coble was the choir director at my church at when I went to the Methodist Church in Carthage, and eventually he went somewhere else. Jennifer Perry came in and was the director, and so in 2013, she asked me if I would be a part of it, and so I did, and it has been such a blessing. I love it so much.
You're stuck.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Jason, back to you in a couple of minutes or less. We're going to take a break here, but let's talk about the dates, tickets availability.
Sure.
And then we can expound on that after we come back from a break.
So, Coleman, we use the word tickets loosely.
All right.
There really aren't any physical tickets, and we need to stress that there aren't any physical tickets. We have some confusion with that annually. You can go online, www.bertcoblesingers.com. You can follow the prompts there, and you can choose between December 11th, 12th, or 13th. It's a Thursday and Friday and Saturday night. Nightly at Baird Chapel, doors open at 6:30 p.m. The shows begin at 7. You will be served a wonderful meal from Chartwell's Catering at Cumberland. It'll be in the historic Baird Chapel. Full accompaniment of string players. We've got, of course, our 50-plus voice choir that has been working feverishly since September, and they start in September and work hard. And then we have our pipe organ there. That's the Bert Coble Memorial Pipe Organ, and you will have a wonderful evening, hopefully being ushered into the Christmas season.
And it begins at 6:30.
6:30. Tickets are $55 this year. You know, inflation, cost of food, things like that. We had to go up just a little bit on our prices, but all of the funds, aside from the overhead of the expenses of the food, we divide, and you get an opportunity to select where you want your funds to go. Our Sister's Keeper, Compassionate Hands, or the Endowed Music Scholarship at Cumberland University are all benefactors of those shows.
You can choose from those divided accordingly, or put it all on one house.
That's right. Or we'll divide it evenly 3 ways if there's not specified.
Right. Okay, well, I think that says it pretty well. Stay with us. We're going to a break right here, but more coming up on Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks, Absolute Kubota. High performance, high horsepower. 0% financing is still a thing. Now's the best time to save on new Kubota L-Series tractors, rated #1 for durability and owner experience in the U.S. Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Wrapping up this wreck here in Hermitage. It's had traffic a little slow because it's just so heavy on 40 West here at Stewart's Ferry Pike anyway this time of the morning. And they're wrapping up this wreck. 24 remains crowded, especially westbound at Bell Road, Hickory Hollow Parkway. You got all that traffic pushing in right now from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County into Davidson here up through Antioch. Hey, when you need dependable towing for your car or truck, call STR Towing and Recovery right here in Middle Tennessee. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Together in faith and care. This is Sean Dozier at Harshside Senior Living. Since 1994, Harshside has been focused on its residents for the glory of God and the enjoyment and security of all its residents. This mission, expressed initially by Dr. Jimmy Morris, continues to guide us today. Located in the heart of Lebanon, our respected, locally owned, nonprofit assisted living community offers a warm and welcoming environment. Schedule your tour today. Contact us at 615-443-1994.
What is your passion? How can you use that passion to enrich your community? Hi, this is Melanie Minter, President and CEO of the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Your chamber is the resource for making connections to fulfill your passion. Whether education, nonprofit, agriculture, entertainment, or government relations, Wilson County offers a place for you to be involved. Your chamber connects businesses, individuals, and your passion to the community. We have an enthusiasm for excellence. Join us and catch the spirit. Call or visit our office at 149 Public Square in Lebanon.
Your Titans host another AFC West Division opponent in the Los Angeles Chargers this Sunday at Nissan Stadium. With Farm Bureau Health Plan's Titans countdown at 11. Then Mike McCoy and the Tennessee Titans come out of the tunnel to battle the Los Angeles Chargers. Kickoff is at noon.
Brought to you by Bates Ford, the City of Lebanon Gas Department, Steve Moe Plumbing, and the Jewelers.
The Tennessee Titans on your sports leader in Wilson County, WANT FM 98.9.
Coleman and Company, welcome to our final segment here on a Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us, and our thanks to representatives of the Bert Coble Singers for being with us. We'll say led by Jason Ligon this morning. And you get that because you're the one who asked to be on.
Just kidding, Jennifer.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah.
Mary Alice Eckel is with us, and Barry Sherrill. Barry, if my memory is right, this is your first time to come and talk with us on the Bert Coble about the Bert Coble Center.
Well, actually, I was here last year.
Were you?
Yes, sir.
Was I here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you were, but that's okay. I'm not very memorable. So
after 32 years, you can't remember everybody.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get back. We've talked about the tickets, and as you said, Jason, you use that word loosely. There really are no physical pieces of paper.
Correct.
There are reservations.
Right, there are reservations. So when you make that online reservation, Coleman, we receive notice that you have made that purchase, and you receive an electronic receipt. When you receive that receipt, you know that your reservation went through. We have notice of that, and you are put down in the guest list.
Okay, well, I do remember you said tickets are $55, and it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night event. Tell us the dates again.
December 11th through the 13th, 11, 12, 13, and the doors open at 6:30. It's in Memorial Hall. The concert is in Baird Chapel. And the doors open at Memorial Hall at 6:30.
All right, and usually you've had a lot of sellout performances. Tickets go pretty fast. Have they are already on sale?
Yes, sir, and selling well. I haven't gotten a number. Usually, there's a lot of latecomers, but we kind of stress out until the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, it's like, where are we going to put everyone? Yeah. So,
well, what we've talked about when, we've talked about the meal, we've talked about the price and all of this. We haven't talked about what the show, we haven't got any details really about your show. I think they're all maybe similar, but they're certainly not all alike. You have a theme. You have a lot of different music over the years. By the way, how many singers are in the group?
We have approximately 50 this year, so there's quite a few, and it's amazing the level of talent that is in this group. We are so lucky to have so many local performers that are absolutely amazing, and being there and being at the practices, you really feel good. Like, you might have had a long day, and when you show up on a Tuesday at 6:30 for practice, you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, and by the time you leave, you just feel so good, because just having that kind of music all around you is amazing. And it's even when we're first starting, and some of these songs are a little rough in the beginning, but the songs are hard that we do, and we do several different types of songs. Now, they're all Christmas related, but we do some traditional, we do some classical, we'll do some fun, funny, type songs sometimes. It just depends. And then we have an interlude where we've got our performers that are there with us, some of the strings that will do songs in the just in the interim, and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Baird Chapel has an amazing sound.
Do you have a lot of children that attend this?
Surprisingly, there are several young people. We've got a couple of actually babies. Some of those have been offspring of our singers, and some have been distant relatives of our singers. I've got a nephew, two nephews. They've been coming since they were months old. I know one of our violinists has had both of her children there since they were infants. And it's surprising, Coleman, in a room where you can hear a pin drop and you're focused in on this choir, the babies just love it. They don't make a sound. So
And my daughter's been coming since she was 5, and she's 17 now. So.
Well, that gives you some idea. But the big thing is, of course, you have your choice of Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night.
Correct.
And again, it starts dinner at 6:30, the show at 7, I believe.
Correct.
When the music starts. But there's only so much space in Baird Chapel, and when that gets filled up, that's it.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
One more time, the website is the easiest way, right?
BertCobleSingers.com. You can Google that. It's BertCoble, BertCobleSingers.com. And it'll take you to our website. And Visionary Design Group in Watertown has been sponsoring our website for many years, and they do a fantastic job and always readily available to help us with things. And Barry is very modest. I just want to say Barry is the anchor that holds us all together. If you heard this booming bass voice, we missed Barry. Barry's been on a little bit of a trip over the last few weeks, and I'm glad to see him back. It's going to be good tonight in rehearsal. So,
well, you're having fun, no doubt. You're enjoying what you're doing.
I do enjoy it, and I believe this is probably what year 2022 or 23 for me. I love this.
Well, then you go back to the time when Dr. Coble.
Oh yes. Dr. Coble auditioned me and several others, and I had the greatest respect. I, like Jason, I looked at him as a musical mentor and a mentor in other ways as well. But he reminded me of the band director that I had in high school and the way that he did things. And so yes, I love this. I love music, and like I said, I've been singing my whole life, and really enjoy being part of this group and and just getting to know these people over the years. Some of us have traveled together on trips and things, and we went to Italy back in 2007, and just knowing these people and getting to know them has been a tremendous blessing for me.
Well, I can remember some of these trips. In fact, it seems to me I might have even had Dr. Coble out here talking about one or two of them, but that's been a while, and I don't remember much more. But there were a lot of people that got to do that.
Yes, sir.
Did COVID sort of stop that and hadn't started up again?
Well,
maybe.
I think the last trip Dr. Coble took was Switzerland, Austria, Amsterdam, somewhere. I don't know. They went to Europe. I was with Barry on the 2007 Italy tour, and that was a fun trip. It was a trip of a lifetime. We got to sing at St. Peter's Basilica for a Friday Mass. We sang in the Pantheon in Rome. We sang St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. We got to sing in the amphitheater in Pompeii. So this choir is really world-renowned. And Dr. Coble was a patriot. He was a twice-over war veteran, Korea and the Second World War. And we were in Italy on the 4th of July. And we're in Italy. We're not in the United States. We're in Italy. The 4th of July has no meaning to the Italian government. And we're in this restaurant, and he stands up and says, "Choir, let's sing God Bless America." So we did in Rome, and it was fantastic.
No repercussion, no bad vibes.
None whatsoever.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. We were well received, but. We'd like to thank Dr. Paul Stum and his staff, especially Rusty Richardson. That guy gets
He's a workhorse, isn't he?
Man,
he's amazing.
Rusty's our right arm, really. The maintenance crews, Chartwell's Catering, they are all just so willing and gracious to help us any way we need. And Stephanie Davis books us off in the calendar to get us rehearsal space through the chapel throughout the fall season, and First United Methodist Church, Wendell Little, Ryan Bennett, and the staff there, they allow us rehearsal space there as well. So we want to just thank our community for supporting us.
Right. We have a good group of support in the community, and it's really amazing that we're able to put the show on like we are.
Well, as it seems, the three of you exude a lot of enthusiasm and so on. Here's the rest of them pretty much the same way. This is going to continue to go on.
Yes, sir.
Every one of them.
You got to have a lot to show up every Tuesday night and rehearse it from September to December.
Yeah.
So.
it takes that much time to get it down like you want it.
Dr. Coble, if anybody knew Dr. Coble, he was a perfectionist in many walks of life, and he would not settle for less than your best. And I think we work hard. Jennifer exudes that as well. She demands that we do our best, and we won't settle for less than. And so, some nights it's like, oh man, she was really hard on us, and then. But when you get to the show, you appreciate all of your diligence and hard work, and it pays off. There's not another group like it in this area.
Okay, we've got exactly 2 minutes left here this morning, so I guess it's time to kind of wind down and just summarize. And Jason, you've done a great job telling us about it so far. So take the next minute and a half and tell us one more time.
Bert Coble Singers charitable Christmas dinner shows. December 11th, 12th, and 13th at Historic Baird Chapel.
Thursday, Friday,
Saturday. You can go to bertcoblesingers.com to purchase your reservations. Tickets are $55 a piece. You can do all that electronically online. Doors open nightly at 6:30. Concerts begin at 7.
Tell us about the meal one more time.
You have a wonderful meal prepared by Chartwell's Catering. It's usually a buffet style. Mostly, I think we do like a pasta bar type thing. And that's because there's been a lot of corporate Christmas dinners, a lot of ham and turkey already sacrificed. So we do something just a little bit, off kilter from the typical Christmas dinner, but it's well received and very delicious. It's good.
All right. Well, Mary Alice Eckel, thank you so much for being with us. It's been nice to see you again. And
you too, Coleman.
Still got your strong voice and enjoying singing.
I do.
All right. And Barry Sherrill, thanks for being with us this morning. Enjoyed hearing from you again.
Thank you, Coleman. Great to be here.
And Jason Ligon, I hope this is what you wanted this morning.
Absolutely, Coleman.
The story well, and I'm still thinking about Dr. Coble on the 4th of July, having everybody stand up and say, "God bless America."
I have a witness.
Well, it's really been great to see y'all. We wish you well. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
And that is going to do it for Tuesday. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for the Wednesday edition. And until tomorrow, I wish you a terrific day.